What's up, everybody? Crocodile here, and we're coming at you today with black-white heroes and standard, just best of one right now. We're kind of tweaking around the deck, seeing how we like it, seeing the removal package and what we could be doing to improve the deck, and then we'll switch it up and we'll start doing a best of three. But I just want to get this video out for you. I've seen a lot of Boros heroes, which I think is actually pretty sweet. That's what I started with, kind of testing the deck, seeing how it felt with like the Hawkeye, the Quicksilver. I do think Quicksilver Arachne is like way better than what we're doing with it in the deck. But as I was playing that Boros hero deck, I just realized like I wanted more disruption and more removal. And somebody played like a Black Widow against me and a Cloak and Dagger. It wasn't in the same deck. It was actually two separate decks, and it just triggered this. I need to build this. So we added better removal. We got some white, which Boros has this as well, but we got Seam Rip and Recruiting Hex, Requiting Hex. Jennifer Walters, she does have green on the backside. However, because you're playing Avengers Tower, you are able to flip her in certain circumstances, which has been, her backside is pretty beneficial, but the front side is what you're really playing her for. Opponents can't cast spells on your turn. Avengers Assembled, or Origin of Avengers, this is the whole reason these like mono white heroes, Boros heroes, X heroes are doing well. Got the Scry 2, and then on the second saga chapter, you get to drop a 3-drop or less onto the battlefield. Oftentimes we're dropping like a Captain America or an Arachne or a Jennifer Walters, and then we're able to play a Sheltered by Ghost follow-up on turn 3 and still be able to hold up like Requiting Hex or Seam Rip or anything else and take rid of their big things. We got 2 Spider-Man in the deck. He did good a couple times during the playing. I can't remember what round it is, but you'll see it in there. Or you can just kind of sack him and do what he does and give something hexproof. But it's not bad to flash in on the end step if you didn't have like an Origins turn and then Sheltered by Ghost as well. I got Bitter Triumph, just part of our removal suite where we've got like Shoot the Sheriff, Strategic Betrayal, Bitter, Requiting, and Seam Rip. That's like our like removal suite, 2 ofs. One of Soulstone, I just kind of feel like anytime you're playing these like black decks, especially when you have a 4-drop, 1 stone doesn't hurt, and we never activated it during our playing, but the threat is always there, right? When you're flooding out. Then you got Arachne. You're using it for the web slinging most of the time, more in the Boros deck, which is why I say it was good, but a lot of the times you're dropping her off of the Origin of Avengers. Then you get to look at her hand, kind of get a game plan going on, and then make something cost 1 more. Cap is very annoying, very sticky, gives all your creatures hexproof as long as there's a shield counter on him, as well as you, so they can't like ping you with things, they can't target you with anything, and you have to kill him twice. He's also a really good drop off Origin. Cloak and Dagger was a lot better than I thought, especially when you can like Arachne, you already see their hand. This also reveals their hand, but you can choose something on the battlefield or something in their hand. If this was only hand, I think it would actually be worse, in my opinion. I think you'll see in like the game we were playing against, like the discard deck, like the final turn, you know, like I could choose the Inti on the battlefield other than like something in their hand that wouldn't have done it for me. And a Sentry, really good card. That, unless you're playing against, and I don't think we did during this video, a blue deck. You're playing against like a Flood Maul deck, pretty bad, because they're just going to bounce this, and then they have the Void and you don't. We have ways to get rid of the Void, though. That's the upside for us. The Boros heroes, I don't think they were playing like Seam Rip. They were playing Sheltered, so that counts. But basically, you Sheltered the Void, or you Seam Rip the Void, or Strategic Betrayal if like you got into the Void and they don't have that yet. So, or they don't have another creature, you can get rid of it that way. But other than that, you put like a Sheltered by Ghost on this sucker, and it's pretty much game over. 1 Abandoned Air Temple, just for, you know, you're flooding out, you want to boost up your creatures. Just 3 basics, 2 Verges, 4 Concealed, 4 Godless, 2 Restless, just in case. Just have creature lands, 4 caverns in case we go against any sort of control. And then for Avengers Towers, we only had to activate this like 1 time, but this is just good assurance that you can find something if you're kind of flooding out, and especially like a sentry or anything, to get you kind of like back in the game. I do have a sideboard built. We were only playing best of 1. This is what I was kind of thinking. Like 4 duress against like control, or like, you know, the blue-red decks. Up the Requiting Hex, Ghost Vacuum, and Rest in Peace for any sort of graveyard shenanigans. If we're going against like control, we do want like the Ral Xeric, because we can return something they've killed with his -2, because everything except for the Sentry is gonna be able to proc off that. Then we have Black Cat also to go against like the control decks, because when she enters, look at the top 9 cards of their library, exile 2 of them face down, put the rest in the bottom of the library in random order, and you can pay those exiled for as long as they remain exiled and spend any mana. So like some of the 4-color control decks would be pretty sweet against, because you can get some of their big instants and sorceries and just kind of play them. And then Decorum Dissertation, I like having these. Maybe 2 is bad. We don't have anything to like go fetch it. So if you can think of anything that this deck is like blatantly missing, just let me know. Let me know down in the comments below. Let's talk about this deck. I think this can hang. I like it a lot against what I was playing against, and I'm just gonna keep building this one. I like the Boros Heroes deck too. Get right into it. Let's go. Black White Heroes. Kind of like a run off of the hero deck that's been going around, like the Boros Heroes. I think just any deck that's white based that can run the Origins of Avengers plus Captain America is gonna be good. Also, Sentry has been fantastic. Now, if you're playing against like a blue opponent that can bounce the void, or bounce her Sentry and keep the void, that's been the biggest downside. However, we have ways to exile the void ourselves, or Shelter by Ghost, or Seam Rip, or anything like that to get rid of the void. Then it just kind of snowballs out of hand. This is whenever an enchantment you control, get a 1/1. Yep, get the 2/1. I'm going to curve quite beautifully into Sentry. Look at their hand. Another Origin. We want to do circle. I think we just. Yeah, and Cloak and Dagger can also like get rid of the void. I'm gonna play the void into Cloak and Dagger. Sorcerer. Hero. We'll play our Sentry. We're pretty bad at that. We're double strike. That's not good. But they're probably gonna put it on that. You attack first before you play Sentry. Otherwise, it's pointless because you're gonna give them the void and then you can't attack in unless it has like minutes or something. But the timing that I've been doing on Sentry has been quite off. Still trying to get used to playing with the card. So obviously we block this one, not this one. We let them sneak in with the void. Unless they don't attach to a creature. What does the sorcerer do? Whenever they're enchanted creature, whenever one. Oh, I can kill this next turn. I can't kill this one, but I can kill this one. I need to draw. I mean, I can kill this one now. And then save removal. I might just take 6 to kill this. scry to the top. Scry to the top. Yeah, we'll take 6. They're mono white right now, so there's like no dark either. They could have an exile effect. Hold up removal. And gaining a little life ourselves. So now we got like shoot, we just need an exile effect. Like a seam rip. It doesn't have a hex proof. Wouldn't really. Yeah, like a spider. Just like went for the Avengers Tower. We'll see if they like pop the spider on our sentry. It's pretty good that they're getting the scry 1 each turn though. We'll block. That's seam rip about rap meow. It's another bad thing about like I know I'm looking for like a cloak and dagger again. Seam rip. I can look for it a little bit here. There she is. Like this. Let's see if they block with the spider. We'll get rid of the void next turn. If they find a way to get rid of our sentry, though, we're in trouble. Yep. I mean, I'll probably block that. It doesn't have flying, so... Oh, it's got double strike? Nope, it does not. It will next turn, though, so we gotta kill it. Back our cloak and dagger, basically. It has first strike. Good. Seam rip on our cloak and dagger. Ooh, on our... That's okay. Just take 3, kill that. Kill that. We'll block. You get to scry 1. I know what I got on top of mine. You can scry to the top. Now their creature won't have double strike next turn. Seam rip. Yep. There we go. Hallelujah. I think that pretty much closes out the game for us. They have nothing to put the counters on. We have an activation of Avengers Tower, the Knight. And he is flying. 2 flyers. It saves them a turn, I think. 1 on target creature, draw a card. Okay. Let's see if we can find a way to get rid of one of these arachnids. At this point, I want them to sack their creatures. Oh, nothing's flying on their turn. It's only flying on their turn, right? Yeah. Alright, there we go. Got that one. Go. Here we go. Black White Heroes. We're just doing best of 1 right now. Just trying to figure out what we like. And then we'll move into the best of 3 format. All the different formats. Best of 3 is that's something right now. Yeah, we have Origins of Avenger. We don't have a Hex on turn 1. We have like Origins of Avengers into Cloak and Dagger into Sheltered by Ghost, pretty much. Turn 3, we'll drop this and Shelter. Origins now. We could also Arachne. I don't want another Arachne. I also don't want another wind at the moment. We could Arachne into shelters also. I like the cloak and dagger, but they left that mana. Okay, so let's do that. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to take that does it, and that does it. They're gonna have us next turn. Actually, so we'll do this one. And we'll play Bird. We'll hold up Spider-Man for when they disassembled. Because then we can Verge. We do have a land to go. Take action. We'll go find a plains. Thank you so much for your time. Now, if they alien invasion us, we just shelter it, right? Actually, let's do this so it makes them take their whole turn. They could flashback disassembled. That kind of sucks. No, we could name instant. And now they can't, right? Actually, it takes 3, 4, 5 mana, so they could next turn, but that's their whole turn. And then we could like Widow into Sheltered if we need to get rid of the alien invasion. I think they're gonna have to do that. Flashback, that's their whole turn. That's fine. It's not fine, but you know, it is what it is. I think we just hit go and we hold up Spectacular Spider-Man. That's a source. Then we Spectacular Spider-Man, end of their step. Black Widow Super Spy into Sheltered by Ghost on this. That's fine. I will take the damage because I don't want to get hit by the strategic. So I'll flash this in. My turn. Dang, Sentry's pretty good. Sentry is pretty good, but I think we have to play this very safely. Don't really have a good one here. I can I need to hold up Spider-Man's ability. I think I'm gonna have to Sentry here. That does X damage. Yeah, I think I have to Sentry here. It was a tough decision. I didn't have enough mana actually to Black Widow, Sheltered, and hold up Spider-Man. And even if I Arachne in, I guess I could have Arachned in. Yeah, that's right. I could have Arachned in off this, web slinging, Sheltered by Ghost this, and held up Spider-Man. That was our bad. Yep, I guess I'll get rid of Spider-Man now. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to get rid of this alien invasion. So now we Sheltered. And this. Back. Origin. Spy. Don't need either of these now. If together is one, but that doesn't, I mean, it draws them cards, but I'm gonna be gaining a ton of life. I'll kill these later. I need like another sheltered or something. We'll probably drop Arachne off this, play Black Widow ourselves. I assume they're gonna just play Esper Origins. Just kidding. But I'm gonna gain 6 back here. And then we'll look at their hand with Arachne. Yep. Right. Let's see what they got. Another alien invasion. Bitter. Sorcery. Enchant. I don't really want them being able to gain life. I don't want them to be able to... They can kill my Arachne if they want to. I might take their together as one. Or like make it cost more. Yeah. Do that. Play Widow. Hold up. Shoot the Sheriff. I might bitter right now. Okay, they took 3 life. Fine. They're gonna converge next turn. I do want to hold up Sheriff, plus these are getting +1s next turn, and then Menace. So maybe I can kill one of these and get in. This is gonna do it in the air though. Cool, kind of like a little Jund alien invasion deck. I love Jund, that is my favorite color pairing, so we might have to explore something like that. Alright, they're getting in there. Getting in like swimwear. We'll just lucky. I assume they're gonna try to kill the Widow with Converge, but they might be doming. They're kind of dead. They could alien invasion. But I assume they're doing together as one. Have 2 mana left over. I think there's one. I could kill my own creature so they don't gain life. No, they gain life anyways. Unfortunate. This is going to 7 next turn though. I don't think they have a way to gain any more life. Or get rid of him. I don't think they have. They might have an exile spell. No, they don't. Alright. Siggy. Bounce spell would be scary. Alright, he got there. Looking good. Alright, here we go. Beat that Jund deck. Jund alien invasion stuff. Pretty cool. I'm contemplating like how my removal suite is. Like we got like the 2/2, or like 2 seam ribs, 2 requiting, 2 shoot the sheriff. It looks like a 2 suite. Don't have Origins in this hand. But I got a shelter. Arachne's like so much better with Quicksilver, but this is kind of like, I don't want to call it taxes. It's not taxes, it's just black-white disruption, but I mean she's pretty good at what she does. This is probably like green-white landfall, I had to guess. And not not drawing removal yet. We would love to curve like some sort of sheriff, team rip, something over the top here. Anything. I mean, Origins, I guess. We did not. Alright, let's see what they can do with 4 mana. Got shield, help me! Help me! We're gonna have to go half sheltered, I think we might have to take a hit and then go sheltered on the Mossborn. There's Ascension. I do have first strike. I'm not getting in this turn, buddy. That was good. We do have another sheltered, so we can go like Sentry into Void. Nice. I could... no. I kind of want to Sentry sheltered. I was gonna say I could take the Earthbender's Ascension, which we still could. We could like Sentry into Earthbender, take the Earthbenders. We don't have to take the Void. I don't think green has a way to exile or bounce unless they're green-blue. Be able to get a handle on this. This one is 4 or more. We could Arachne into shelter next turn. That's hexproof. Do we have first strike though? I'm gonna say Arachne into shelter on this, and then next turn we have. Let's just do this. Give them the Void. Enter tap. I'll hold back. Now I can block their Leatherhead. I hope they can't pop this turn though. But next turn we shelter. Maybe take the Earthbender Ascension or that. Take that. I think that's where we're going. Now they can get this to a 4. This is popping. We probably take their Till. We can shoot the Sheriff that, actually. Never mind. Shoot the Sheriff that. Shelter by Ghost. Maybe this. This. Shoot this. I can sack that and grow, sack that and grow. Okay. This has already got 1 counter to a creature gains trample. Yeah. Block that. I don't think we're in a terrible position. I'll be happier in a moment. Another form of removal would not make me so bad. Okay. Shoot the Sheriff. This. Filtered by Ghost. This. Targeting this. Now I can just keep getting in there with this. And I can keep blocking with this too, gaining life. I can't Arachne. But I do have first strike on this with lifelink, so I can block. Not this yet, because they're gonna grow that. But I can block like a land. I can block any of these indestructible. I mean, it's got trample, so one's coming through, but I'm gaining 1 and I'm up at 30, so. How many shelters? We still have 1 shelter. We got 3 in the deck. Can't target her. probably gonna pop Leatherhead. Double, double, triple, double, double. It doesn't have life gain. Doesn't have life gain. But they can also pop this one and put it on this one. They're gonna get it out of range of me. I could double block it though. I'm not mad at that. I have another cap. We'll get the Hydra back. Get out of hand though. They should come back and die. Double 30. I will double block in a heartbeat though. Are they gonna attack? I don't have a way to do more yet though. Double block. First strike. Kills Leatherhead. I gain 10. Then I'll just play another cap. They're not getting their. I mean, the Hydra comes back, then it dies. I don't think they like what's going on. This Leatherhead's dying. Then I can always just block this. Like I can block whatever they keep doubling. My cap's only going to be a 3/2 now, but I don't think they have a way to double it again. They have 2/3 mana, or 2 mana. They don't have a Badger Mole Cub out. I was gonna say, I don't know if they have like Epic Fight. It wouldn't matter. I can kill this. They're in the tank. Mono green landfall. Let's see what they got. Timeout used. They're not happy. Cap shield. Come on. Elemental. Probably should be streaming this, but alas, just making some YouTube. You guys having fun playing so far? This has been pretty fun. I played a lot of that Boros version with Hawkeye, Boros Heroes, and that's what inspired me to play this one. Yeah. Goodbye. Oh, what happened there? They assigned that wrong? This should have died. They didn't assign? They might be gone. They might be checked out. And they didn't assign damage. Hey, we take that because we just beat Mono Green Landfall. Hey-o! Sapling Nursery. Ooh, Seamrip was really good. Peace out, little chocobo. We could... This has first strike. I don't think we can play that. Yeah, we have to go, right? Because they're gonna have to. They have to block with their misform, or they're dead. So we're getting it out of there. Landfall. They don't have a way to make land, and we got them. Hey-o. Ending at a healthy 45 against Mono Green Landfall. Me like. Here we go. Fourth one. Probably see. Might just do 4 today. So far we're 3. You know. We beat Jund. We beat Teamer. Mono Green Landfall. I honestly can't remember what we played in the first round. And we got a Hex. Altered. Dagger. Not bad. Bitter Triumph next turn into Cloak and Dagger. That's indestructible, right? Seam Rip don't care about indestructible. And then we play Hero. Now next turn we could just Arachne and see what's going on. Kind of depends if they tap out. Empty. Let's play Arachne. Okay, creature, enchantment. So let's name enchantment. Don't think we're gonna be able to. No, almost. Round 4, bud. I'm not going to block. Yep, I'm gonna filter my ghost. No blocks. What are they gonna? They can play. They can play like Titania. Titania's a big girl though. 5/5. Inti's gonna keep growing. No trample though. I could Cloak and Dagger and discard a card. Let's take life. Discard a card, pay 2. I'll discard a card, right? That's sheltered, empty. No. What happened there? What did I play? Oh, my sheltered cost more because it was an enchantment. I hurt myself. Now we'll just pay, right? Alright. We don't want them to have extra combats. That's not good. I feel like when I'm doing, this is like a Jund discard, which is pretty cool. There's another one. We can't pay it. We can pay it this way. Pay the 2 or discard a card. I don't want to discard. But this is double discard, so we pay 3. Actually, I'll just pay 2. Could get another combat next turn, but I think we gotta gain some life, man. And then next turn we can Cloak and Dagger, get rid of it, or we can cap or shelter. I kind of forgot Arachne hits both ways. It hits both ways. Oh, bitter. Okay, nice. Get their int back. Got their fear. FOMO. Removal would be cool. Another land. Yeah, another land is fine. Yeah. Could have actually gone. Now we can get rid of that. I could have actually gone Cloak and Dagger there, because it could have got rid of Inti and. So I would have done that differently. I would have gone Cloak and Dagger. Now I'm gonna get rid of it. I choose Pikachu. I'll hold that. I don't want them to know I'm. Alright. 4-0. Black White Heroes. I could keep going, but I'm gonna go be a father. But that's just taste, best of 1. So maybe we'll stream and tweak this around. If you guys have any comments or suggestions that you'd like for the deck, or you think I'm just blatantly missing something that would go good in this deck. It's kind of Marvel heavy because I was going with heroes and Avengers Tower and stuff. So, just let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching.